Welcome, beloved soul. Take a moment to settle your heart, to feel the presence of peace around you. Right now, God is whispering softly into your life, reminding you that love, even when delayed, is never lost. Some souls leave too soon, and the weight of realization comes only after they are gone. But God, in His infinite mercy, offers second chances, quiet miracles, and the return of what was meant to remain. There is no need to carry sorrow for the past, for every moment has led you to this very breath, this very heart. Heaven is speaking to you, gently saying, they realize too late. But God is giving them a second chance. Do not resist this truth, for it is not about timing as humans see it, but about divine orchestration. There is sacred beauty in a heart that returns, in a soul that is willing to embrace what it once let slip away. Your story is not over, beloved. It is being written in layers of grace that only God can reveal. The pain of parting once felt is being transformed into the tenderness of reunion. Trust deeply that what is meant to find its way back to you will do so under God's perfect guidance. Feel the calm wash over you, the gentle assurance that nothing is lost in God's hands. Even when they left, even when absence seemed permanent, God never stopped weaving the strands of your shared story. There is purpose in every separation, wisdom in every longing, and sanctity in every reunion. Open your heart to the quiet truth that love, when it is real, never truly ends. It simply waits to be restored. And if this message is touching your soul today, I invite you gently to subscribe for more peaceful spiritual guidance. Comment with your reflections, or share a prayer request so that others may join in the light with you. Share this video with someone who may need a gentle word today. And if you feel moved, support the channel with a humble super thanks. Helping these sacred messages reach more hearts and continue to bring calm and peace. Even now, God is nudging hearts to remember what they almost let go of. What was once lost is returning, not because of chance, but because God's purpose cannot be thwarted. Your patience, your faith, and your gentle prayers are part of this sacred unfolding. Do not feel doubt creeping in, for every tear and every silent yearning has been seen and cherished by heaven. Let yourself breathe into this moment. Let your soul feel the warmth of divine orchestration, the comfort that comes when God brings someone back who truly belongs. They may have realized too late, yet God's timing is perfect, and His love surpasses all human understanding. There is no shame in their delay, no sorrow in their return. There is only the sacred grace of reconciliation. Every heartbeat leading to this moment has been guided. Every longing has been answered. And now, feel the gentle invitation in your spirit to forgive, to embrace, to open once more. Heaven smiles as hearts are prepared to reconnect under God's tender care. Release fear, release regret, and allow the miracle of renewed love to settle softly in your being. You are worthy of this return, and your heart is prepared to receive it with gratitude and quiet joy. Remember, beloved, God's second chances are not merely for those who left, but for you as well. For you are also being restored, renewed, and lifted into the flow of divine love. Stand still in this moment, feel the sacred pulse of God's presence, and trust that everything that was meant to return will find its way home. And once more, if this word of peace has touched your spirit, consider humbly supporting the channel so that more souls may hear the calm, guiding whispers of God's love and may find reassurance that even when timing fails, God's purpose never does. Take a slow breath. Feel the warmth of heaven around you. Know that love has returned, that grace has moved, and that you are exactly where you are meant to be. Let your heart rest in the truth. They realized too late, but God's mercy brought them back to stay. Welcome back, beloved soul. Let your heart settle again into the quiet rhythm of God's presence. Right now, heaven is reminding you that second chances are not mistakes, they are miracles. Even when someone walked away too soon, God's hand was never absent. Every step, every pause, Every moment of longing was held tenderly in his care. They realized too late. And yet, here they are, guided by divine love to return. Do not carry bitterness for the past, for every soul's journey unfolds in layers of grace. Even the ones who hurt us, who left our hearts aching, are instruments in God's perfect orchestration. What was lost is being restored, not by coincidence, but by sacred timing that only heaven knows. Your heart has remained open, your faith steady, and God has been preparing both of you for this reunion. Trust in the divine rhythm that moves beyond human understanding. Feel the gentle assurance that love does not forget. Even when absence seemed endless, God has been quietly drawing souls back to the places they belong. There is beauty in a heart that returns with humility, with clarity, and with a deeper understanding of what truly matters. Your love story is not over. It is unfolding now with a tender, sacred hand guiding it. Allow yourself to rest in the calm knowledge that what is meant to stay will find its way back. And if this message is lifting your spirit today, I invite you, with gentle encouragement, to subscribe for more peaceful spiritual guidance. Share your reflections or prayer requests in the comments so your soul's journey may touch others. Send this message to someone who needs a quiet, heartfelt word today. And if your heart is moved, support the channel with a humble super thanks, helping these sacred messages reach more souls and continue to bring peace and hope. Even now, God is softening hearts and awakening clarity in those who left too soon. Their realization is part of the sacred story, a reminder that timing is in God's hands, not ours. What seemed like absence was a preparation for a deeper, richer connection. Every tear, every moment of yearning, every silent prayer has been part of the divine weaving. Open your heart gently to the truth that second chances are sacred gifts. They are reminders that love, when true, never abandons entirely. It only waits for the right moment to return. Feel the weight of divine mercy, lifting, the gentle unfolding of purpose that restores what once seemed lost. Do not rush or question the journey. Simply receive it as God's grace moving quietly in your life. Take a moment now to breathe in God's peace, to let the awareness of His orchestration fill your soul. Every delay, every pause, every painful absence has been guided to this exact moment. Your heart is prepared, your spirit is ready, and the love that returns carries wisdom, understanding, and sacred care. They realize too late, beloved, but God's love ensures that their return is filled with intention, respect, and devotion. And as you sit in this gentle awareness, remember to embrace forgiveness not for them alone, but for yourself. Forgiveness opens the door for love to re-enter, for hearts to reconnect, and for souls to heal together. Release all lingering doubts and fears, and allow God's mercy to guide you into the fullness of this renewed connection. Your patience has been honored, your faith rewarded, and your soul is resting in the calm certainty of divine timing. And once more, if this word of encouragement has touched your heart today, please consider supporting the channel with a humble, super thanks, so that more souls may hear these gentle whispers of God's love and may find reassurance that even when hearts falter, heaven's purpose prevails. Take a slow breath. Feel the sacred warmth of God's presence around you. Know that every moment of waiting, every pang of longing, every prayer lifted has led to this. They realize too late. And yet, by God's mercy, they are here now, ready to stay. Rest in this truth, beloved soul, and let your heart open to the gentle miracle unfolding. Welcome back, beloved soul. Take a quiet moment and let the presence of God settle around you like a soft, warm light. Heaven is whispering now. Even when they left too soon, God never stopped moving to bring them back. There is sacred purpose in every step, even in the pain of parting, even in the ache of absence. They realized too late, and yet here they are, returning under the tender orchestration of divine love. Your heart has been waiting, and now by God's grace, Reunion is possible. Do not be troubled by what once was lost. Every separation was a preparation, every longing a reminder, and every silent prayer a bridge for what is returning. God's timing is perfect, even when human hearts fail to understand it. Feel the truth settle in your soul. What is meant to remain in your life cannot be taken away. Even those who walk away temporarily are still being guided back by heaven's gentle hand. Let your spirit rest in this awareness, knowing that second chances are sacred gifts. They are God's way of showing mercy, of healing wounds, of allowing love to deepen beyond what it once was. Do not fear the return. Do not question the timing. Simply open your heart to receive the blessing that is arriving. Your patience, your faith, and your unwavering hope have been part of this divine plan. God has been preparing both hearts for this moment of reunion, where understanding, respect, and love converge. And if this word is touching your soul, I gently invite you to subscribe for more peaceful spiritual guidance, allowing your heart to continue to be nurtured. Comment with your reflections or prayer requests, sharing your journey with others in need of calm. Share this message with someone who may benefit from hearing the gentle, sacred word today. And if your heart is moved, support the channel with a humble, super thanks, helping this sacred guidance reach more souls and continue producing peaceful content. Even now, feel the gentle pull of God's love drawing hearts together. What was once lost is returning, not by chance, but by divine intention. They realize too late, and yet their return carries a renewed sense of devotion, clarity, and reverence for what is sacred. Your heart, beloved, is ready to receive this grace, and your soul is prepared to embrace this reunion with humility and gratitude. Take a moment to breathe deeply and feel God's presence in every fiber of your being. Let the peace of heaven calm lingering doubts, fears, or insecurities. Every tear, every lonely night, every quiet longing has been seen and held by God. Nothing has been wasted, nothing overlooked, and nothing in your love story is beyond redemption. Allow yourself to release any hesitation. Open your heart fully, for divine love does not return in half measures. It comes in completeness, in sacred alignment, and with a depth that human hearts rarely anticipate. Feel the joy of anticipation, the quiet wonder of God's mercy, and the sacred promise that what was once lost is now restored. And as you embrace this moment, remember that forgiveness is a gift to your own soul as much as it is to theirs. Forgive the past, release any lingering pain, and step into this reunion with a heart free from burdens. God's grace has prepared both of you for a love that is more patient, more understanding, and more aligned with His divine purpose. They realize too late, but God has given them a second chance, and your heart is ready to welcome it. Once again, if this message has blessed your spirit, consider supporting the channel with a humble, super thanks, so that more souls may hear these gentle whispers of heaven, and may find reassurance that even when timing fails, God's purpose and love always prevail. Take a final slow breath. Feel the warmth of God's presence surrounding you. Know, deep within your soul, that love has returned, that mercy has moved, and that your heart is exactly where it is meant to be. They realize too late, beloved, and yet God's grace has brought them back to stay. Rest in this sacred truth, and let your heart open fully to the miracle of second chances. Welcome back, beloved soul. Take a deep, slow breath, and feel the quiet presence of God settling around you. Even now, heaven is whispering that no love truly lost is ever beyond return. They realize too late, and yet God, in His infinite mercy, is guiding their steps back toward your heart. Every moment of absence has been a gentle preparation, a soft opening for a more profound connection. Do not rush the process, and do not fear the timing, for God's love is perfect, and His purpose unshakable. Feel the sacred assurance that your heart has not been abandoned. Even when it seemed they had gone forever, God's grace was quietly working behind the scenes. Every longing, every tear, every silent prayer you sent heavenward has been heard and honored. The return of love is never chaotic. It is deliberate, sacred, and designed to heal what was once broken. Your heart is ready to receive, your soul prepared to embrace the miracle that has been coming. There is profound beauty in a second chance. It is a gift not just for them, but for you as well. It is God's way of showing that His mercy is wider than all human mistakes, all misunderstandings, and all regrets. The heart that returns carries lessons learned, humility embraced, and a deeper appreciation for what is sacred. Do not measure the past in sorrow. Measure it in the quiet unfolding of divine purpose. And if this gentle message touches your soul today, I warmly invite you to subscribe for more peaceful spiritual guidance. Share your reflections or prayer requests in the comments so your journey may inspire and support others. Send this message to someone who may need a calm word of reassurance today. And if your heart is moved, humbly support the channel with a super thanks. Helping these sacred messages reach more souls and continue to bring comfort and peace. Even now, feel God's hand weaving the threads of your love story back together. They realize too late, but their return is guided with intention, care, and reverence. Your heart has remained patient, your spirit faithful, and your soul ready to welcome this reunion. Release doubt, release worry, and let the quiet assurance of heaven's orchestration wash over you. Open yourself fully to the wonder of restored connection. Second chances are sacred moments where love deepens beyond its first expression. They carry the wisdom of absence, the humility of reflection, and the tenderness of divine alignment. Allow yourself to receive it without hesitation, and let God's grace fill every corner of your being. Take a moment now to breathe and feel the gentle peace of God's presence. Every longing, every pause, every unspoken word has led to this moment of divine reunion. They realize too late, beloved, but now they return, carrying a love that is richer, wiser, and more aligned with heaven's purpose. Your heart is ready, your soul prepared, and God's timing is perfect. Remember, beloved, this is not only about their return, it is about your healing too. Forgive, embrace, and allow your heart to open fully to this renewed blessing. Your patience has been rewarded, your prayers have been honored, and your soul is resting in divine peace. They realize too late, and yet God has given them back to you, ready to stay in the fullness of His love. And once more, if this message has touched your spirit, consider supporting the channel with a humble, super thanks, so that more hearts may receive these peaceful whispers from heaven and find comfort in knowing that love, even when delayed, always returns under God's care. Take a slow, deep breath. Feel the sacred warmth of God's presence around you. Know that your heart is exactly where it is meant to be, and that love has returned as it was always meant to. They realize too late, beloved soul, and yet God's mercy has brought them back to stay. Rest in this divine truth, and let your heart open fully to the miracle of second chances. Welcome back, beloved soul. Take a long, slow breath, and let the presence of God settle gently over your heart. Right now, heaven is speaking softly, reminding you that nothing is ever truly lost when God's love is at work. They realize too late, and yet God, in His infinite mercy, has guided them back to your life. Every moment of absence, every ache in your soul, every tear you have shed has been part of His sacred plan. Do not measure love by what was missed, but by what is now returning under God's perfect care. There's profound beauty in the return of someone who once left. Their absence was never empty. It was a quiet preparation, a sacred teaching for both hearts. God has been weaving lessons of patience, understanding, and faith into the fabric of your love story. Every longing, every sigh, every silent prayer has been received in heaven and held tenderly. Your heart, beloved, has been honored for its steadfastness, and now it is ready to receive the blessing of reunion. Feel the sacred truth settling in your soul. Second chances are divine gifts. They are reminders that God's mercy surpasses all human mistakes, regrets, and misunderstandings. The love that returns is not the same as it once was. It is deeper, wiser, and more aligned with His purpose. Do not fear what has been lost. Do not hesitate because of past mistakes. Every moment that led to this point has been guided, every step orchestrated, and every longing answered in God's perfect timing. And if this message is touching your heart today, I warmly invite you to subscribe for more peaceful spiritual guidance. Share your reflections or prayer requests in the comments, so your journey may inspire and support others. Send this video to someone who may need a gentle word today. And if your heart is moved, support the channel with a humble super thanks. Helping these sacred messages reach more souls and continue to bring calm, comfort, and hope. Even now, feel God's hand weaving the threads of your love story back together. They realize too late, but their return is intentional, sacred, and filled with reverence for what matters most. Your heart has remained open, your soul faithful, and your spirit ready to embrace this reunion fully. Let go of lingering fear, doubt, or hesitation, and trust in the quiet orchestration of heaven. This is not coincidence, beloved, it is divine. Purpose in action. Take a moment to breathe deeply, and let your soul rest in the certainty of God's plan. Every tear, every sleepless night, every moment of longing has been noticed, honored, and transformed into preparation for this sacred return. Second chances are blessings of divine love, reminding us that hearts can grow, learn, and reunite under God's care. The one who once walked away has returned, bringing with them lessons learned, humility embraced, and a renewed appreciation for what is truly precious. Open yourself fully to this moment, beloved soul. Let forgiveness rise within you, not only for them, but for your own peace. Release the weight of old wounds, old disappointments, and old fears. God's grace is sweeping through your heart, creating space for the miracle of restored love. They realize too late, and yet now, under God's guidance, they return with a love that is more patient, more understanding, and more aligned with His divine will. Feel the calm settle in your chest, the gentle warmth of God's presence flowing into every corner of your being. Your heart is ready, your soul prepared, and your spirit open to this sacred reunion. Let yourself embrace the fullness of this blessing, knowing that nothing is wasted in God's perfect timing. Every moment of absence, every quiet yearning, every silent prayer has brought you to this sacred now. And once more, if this message has touched your soul, please consider supporting the channel with a humble super thanks. In doing so, you help these sacred messages reach more hearts, bring calm to weary souls, and continue spreading the gentle whispers of God's love across the world. Take another deep breath. Feel the stillness, the peace, the sacred certainty of God's presence surrounding you. They realize too late, beloved, and yet God's mercy has guided them back to your life. Rest in this divine truth. Open your heart fully, and let the miracle of second chances settle deeply in your soul. Know that God's timing is perfect, that His love is unending, and that your heart is exactly where it is meant to be. The story continues, blessed and sacred, with every heartbeat aligned with heaven's purpose. They realize too late, and God, in His tender mercy, has brought them back to stay. Allow your soul to receive this gift, and let peace, love, and sacred joy fill every part of your being. Welcome back, beloved soul. Take a deep, slow breath and feel God's quiet presence surrounding you. Even now, heaven is speaking softly, reminding you that love, even when delayed, never truly departs. They realize too late, and yet God's mercy has guided them back to your life. Every moment of absence, every ache in your heart, every tear you have shed has been held tenderly in God's hands. Do not measure love by what was missed, but by what is now returning under divine guidance. There is sacred beauty in second chances, a reminder that God's grace is wider than our human understanding. The one who left has returned not by coincidence, but by the careful weaving of heaven's plan. Your heart, faithful and patient, has been prepared to receive this gift with openness and calm. Every longing, every silent prayer, every moment of waiting has been part of the divine orchestration. Feel the gentle certainty that what was meant to stay in your life cannot be taken away. Even when absence seemed permanent, God was quietly guiding hearts toward reunion. Every separation was a sacred lesson, every moment apart a preparation for deeper love. The one who returns carries humility, wisdom, and a renewed appreciation for what is sacred. And your heart, beloved, has grown stronger, more compassionate, and ready to embrace this reunion fully. Trust in the timing of God, for it is always perfect, even when human hearts struggle to understand. And if this message is touching your soul today, I invite you gently to subscribe for more peaceful, spiritual guidance. Share your reflections or prayer requests in the comments, so your journey may inspire and comfort others. Send this video to someone who may need a calm word of reassurance today. And if your heart is moved, humbly support the channel with a super thanks. Helping these sacred messages reach more souls and continue bringing peace and hope. Feel the calm settling in your chest, the gentle warmth of God's presence flowing into every corner of your being. They realize too late, and yet their return is filled with intention, reverence, and devotion. Your heart has remained open, your soul faithful, and your spirit ready to receive this sacred blessing. Let go of fear, hesitation, or doubt, and allow God's perfect timing to work its miracles in your life. Take a quiet moment to breathe and feel the peace that comes from surrendering to divine love. Every tear, every moment of longing, every night of quiet prayer has led to this sacred now. Second chances are a gift, a gentle reminder that love can grow, transform, and return more fully than before. The one who left has returned with clarity, understanding, and a heart aligned with God's purpose. And your heart, beloved soul, is ready to welcome them fully, without fear, without reservation. Allow yourself to forgive, to release the past, and to open completely to this renewed love. Forgiveness is not only for them. It is a gift for your soul, creating space for peace, joy, and divine alignment. They realize too late, and yet now, under God's tender care, they return with a love that is patient, understanding, and true. Feel the sacred joy of this reunion, the calm certainty that God's timing is flawless, and that His love never fails. And once more, if this message has touched your spirit today, please consider supporting the channel with a humble super thanks. In doing so, you help these sacred words reach more hearts, provide comfort to weary souls, and continue spreading the gentle whispers of God's love. Take another deep, slow breath. Feel the sacred light of heaven enveloping you, filling every corner of your heart with calm, peace, and divine assurance. Know that your story is unfolding exactly as it should, that love has returned, and that every prayer, every longing, every quiet hope has been answered. They realize too late, beloved soul, and yet God's mercy has brought them back to stay. Rest in this divine truth, open your heart fully, and allow the miracle of second chances to settle deeply within your being. Remember, beloved, this is not only about their return, it is about your heart's healing, your soul's growth, and your spirit's readiness to embrace divine love. Everything that has happened has been part of God's sacred plan, guiding both of you toward a love that is more patient, understanding, and aligned with His will. They realize too late, and yet God's grace ensures that they are here now, ready to stay in the fullness of His love. Take this moment to breathe, to rest, and to fully receive the gift of restored love, knowing that God's timing is perfect and His mercy unending. Feel the calm, the peace, the sacred assurance of God's presence surrounding you. They realize too late, beloved, and yet His mercy has brought them back to your life. Your heart is exactly where it is meant to be, your soul prepared, and your spirit aligned with divine love. Let the miracle of second chances fill your being. And trust that God's grace continues to guide every heartbeat, every step, every moment of your journey together. Welcome back, beloved soul. Take a long, slow breath and feel the gentle presence of God wrapping around your heart. Even now, heaven is whispering softly that no love is ever truly lost when God is guiding the journey. They realize too late, and yet God's tender mercy has drawn them back to your life. Every moment of absence, every ache, every prayer whispered in the quiet of your soul has been held and honored by heaven. Do not measure love by what was delayed, but by what is now returning, whole and sacred. Under God's perfect care, there is deep beauty in a heart that returns after absence. Their time away was never wasted. It was a sacred preparation for a deeper, wiser, and more tender connection. God has been quietly shaping your story, guiding both hearts to a place of understanding, patience, and readiness. Every longing, every silent tear, every quiet prayer has been part of the divine orchestration. Feel the gentle assurance, what is meant to remain in your life cannot be taken away. Even when it seemed they were gone forever, God was still moving behind the scenes. Every separation has been a lesson, every moment apart a teaching in patience, faith, and surrender. The one returning carries clarity, humility, and a heart more aligned with what is sacred. Your heart, beloved, has grown stronger, more compassionate, and ready to embrace this reunion fully. Trust God's timing, even when it defies human understanding, for it is always perfect. And if this message is blessing your soul today, I invite you gently to subscribe for more peaceful spiritual guidance. Share your reflections or prayer requests in the comments, allowing your journey to inspire others. Send this video to someone who needs a quiet, sacred word of hope today. And if your heart is moved, humbly support the channel with a super thanks, helping these messages reach more hearts and continue spreading calm, comfort, and divine encouragement. Even now, feel God's hand weaving the threads of your love story together. They realize too late, yet their return is intentional, sacred, and full of reverence for what truly matters. Your heart has remained open, your spirit faithful, and your soul ready to receive this blessing. Release fear, hesitation, and doubt, and allow heaven's gentle orchestration to guide your reunion. This is not by chance, it is divine purpose. In motion, take a quiet moment to breathe deeply and feel the peace that comes from surrendering fully to God's love. Every tear, every lonely night, every whispered prayer has led to this sacred now. Second chances are a reminder that love can transform, deepen, and return more fully than before. The one who left has returned carrying lessons learned, humility embraced, and an understanding of what is truly precious. Your heart is ready to receive this renewed love with gratitude, openness, and calm trust. Open fully to the gift of this moment, beloved soul. Forgive, release past pain, and step into this renewed connection with clarity and peace. They realized, too late, yet God's mercy has brought them back with a love that is patient, understanding, and aligned with His divine purpose. Feel the sacred joy of this reunion, the calm certainty of God's timing, and the deep grace that surrounds your heart. And once more, if this message has touched your spirit, consider supporting the channel with a humble, super thanks. In doing so, you help these sacred whispers of God's love reach more hearts, providing comfort to souls in need and spreading peace across the world. Take a slow, deep breath. Feel the sacred light of heaven surrounding you, filling every corner of your heart with calm, peace, and divine assurance. They realize too late, beloved, and yet God's mercy has brought them back to stay. Rest in this sacred truth. Open your heart fully, and allow the miracle of second chances to settle deeply within your being. Know, beloved soul, that this is not only about their return, it is about your own heart's healing, your soul's readiness, and your spirit's alignment with divine love. Every step that has led to this moment has been part of God's perfect orchestration. They realize too late. And yet God's grace ensures that they are here now, ready to remain in the fullness of His love. Take this moment, breathe, and fully receive the sacred gift of restored love, trusting that God's timing is flawless and His mercy unending.